Good afternoon. My name is Steven with Crystal Clean Green and Cleaning out of Sarasota, Florida. Today I had several meetings representing Goldman Sachs 10K SB program, and that program was designed with 10,000 alumni already in the past decade to help small businesses overcome hurdles and essentially become better and more profitable. The program is intense, and I am a recent graduate of that program. Within the 10KSB program with Goldman Sachs, they have 10KSB Voices, and that is a platform to advocate changes and resources needed for small businesses to maintain their strength and to reach their goals and to maintain the economy and the employees that are committed to them. Today's meetings involved a few calls, one with Senator Rubio, one with Senator Rick Scott, and one with Representative Buchanan. Later, I will have a phone call with David Sulman, the CEO of Goldman Sachs, as well as Mindy Kaling, which is an entrepreneur, CEO, and famous actress. Today's call was interesting, but there are a few things that, as businesses, at least our business and the people that I know, uh, need help, and that is having lost revenue 50%, 80%, 80%, some even more depending on the business, have either closed their doors or are hanging on a thin line to keep active, to keep employment rates, to be able to pay the bills and keep those doors open. Uh, we're nimble. We have pivoted, but the things that we still need help with are the liability shields. We are a home service business. We're afraid if somebody goes in and somebody says, I got sick, employee says, I got sick, and it had nothing to do with us. Literally, from going shopping or just getting into the car, from somebody touching the shopping carts, any type of small precaution they could say, this happened at work, or you brought this to me, and when the case is, we're doing everything plus to be healthy, to maintain our high quality standards, and to prevent any further spreading of this pandemic. Uh, Otherwise, commercial rent deferrals or assistance just for the time being, and not speaking from the landlord point of view, but something to help with those bills so that the landlord still can count on having that revenue, but the business can at least keep the doors open because they're now having to pick which bills get paid. Tax incentives to move forward, again, to keep those doors open. And it's not a forever thing. And it's not one of those things that here's just a small band aid, but in truth it is, because we're successful businesses will heal. They will continue to be nimble. They will continue to pivot. So we do need that little band aid, that extra vitamin C boost to make us better. We do hold 50% of the employed the employed economy. People who are employed, 50% of it are for small businesses, and so that is a big leg for that the economy is standing on. If that goes away, things could crumble. But with that, the PPP was a double-edged sword. It's incentivized the employers to keep people on payroll. Then the unemployment rates were increased, making it more attractive. Sometimes business owners gave the little money they had from the PPP to pay the employees. The employees then had left and made false claims. To fight that, or to say this person never worked here, or they were let go for the proper reasons, the amount of paperwork is overwhelming just to prove somebody didn't work there, or to say that, listen, they yelled at somebody, they never showed up, things like that. So it's harder to prove or to disprove any cases, and ultimately the business owner is the one suffering because they don't have that money anymore. They gave it to the person, and now their unemployment rates are going up, and now they can't fix that. These uncharted times, school and daycare, the costs are insane. People need to work from home. Other businesses have pivoted. The schools are closed down, or it's a parent's choice not to send their children to school. And the daycare or any type of plan B is very, very, very expensive, and we need some help. Or let's say the daycare, it might have some tax incentives or any type of monetary incentives to lower the price, get that extra sliver from the government, in this case, just for the time being, to help the parents out. Because right now, and as many of people have been through, you're almost working to be able to have daycare, or now that they have to be home, you need to find a job that you can be at home, and it's hard to find people to help. So those types of things. And finally, um, at least from my side, is to have big businesses have a few more extra benefits from the government as far as the taxes and any type of items they may receive, to give their business to smaller businesses. So to advocate larger businesses to do or to find services from small family owned and operated. And that way we can at least start a cycle that could continue to sustain itself, reduce costs, provide help for families and the economy, local and nationwide. The last thing, and before I let everybody go, and thank you so much for listening, is that we have to do what we can for the community. People are going to bed, they have always have, but now even more so, are going to school, waking up, hopefully under a roof without food. Some are waking up without a roof and have no food. If we can't do what we need as business owners, then maybe the people in the communities can find a way to maybe give $1 or $5 to the local food pantries, to find something, to come together, to find a way that we can solve a small problem that is a big problem, that we are the heroes. We have just not yet made our first move. So let's help ourselves. Let's help the local government and economy. Let's help the people in our community. Let's pick up trash and litter along the highways. Let's do anything and everything we can for our future. And thank you so much for listening. Have a great day.